Logger John, brought to you by Big J's Toilet Paper, the logger's choice. Hey folks, Logger John here, and it's Sunday, May the 8th, and it's a glorious morning. It's around it's about 8:30, I guess, Sunday morning, and it's a little bit chilly. It's around 4 Celsius right now. It's supposed to get up to about I think 15 today, 15 or 16. Yesterday was chilly. It was nice, but there was a bit of a wind yesterday, so it was pretty cool all day. And I'm just out here at my tractor shed, and thought I would show you some of my toys. Oh, here comes the wind. I'm gonna get out of the wind. I'm gonna stand over here out of the wind. They must have knew I was making a video, so the wind picked up. You can see the wind. You can see the wind on the tree there. Balsam. That tree there's a balsam. I planted that tree right there probably over 20 years ago, I guess. It was only about 2 feet high when I planted it, so anyways, getting sidetracked here. Just thought I'd show you some of my toy collection today. I've had a few people wanting to see some of my toys. I did make a video probably 3 years ago, I think, a toy video, but I have a few people want me to make a toy video, see what I had. So first I'm going to show you inside my sheds here. I do have a few shelves that I put up last year, and I put the I guess you could say the overflow of my toys out here. I was running out of room up in my toy room. I do have a toy room in my house. My family calls it the toy room. Daddy's toy room. I guess I started collecting toys probably in the late 80s, early 90s. I mostly collect farm toys. Well, I started out collecting farm toys and kind of expanded into other things, but mostly farm tractors, some farm implements. I mostly started out collecting case and international Farmall toys. I do have a few John Deere. I do have some of my toys when I was young in my collection, and in some of my Tonka trucks too. I still have. And then I started collecting some Tonka toys, and started collecting some Hot Wheels cars and trucks. And right now though, I'll collect, if I see a toy I like or something that I kind of like, I'll collect it, I'll buy it or whatever. But some of the toys I found in the dump over the years, and lately I've been collecting, like I say, I've been collecting some Hot Wheels. I try to stick to the real looking cars, I guess you could say, the real looking trucks from Tonka or from Hot Wheels. If it says 1970 on it, I'll buy it. Like a muscle car or a truck. 1970 is the year I was born, so I'm kind of liking anything with that on it. So anyways, and you'll also notice, we'll look at the toys in my shed here, and around the corner I have some in here. I have 3 sheds actually full with a shelf with toys on them, and then we'll move up to the toy room in the house. You'll notice in the toy room the toys are getting pretty dusty. I normally clean them all up at least once a year in the wintertime. I pick a snowy, rainy day or whatever and go through them, clean them all up and move them around a bit. But I didn't do that this winter, just got too busy. But I'm hoping to clean them up, so you will notice a bit of dust. So Can't help it. Don't know where the dust comes from. We have dust filters in the ductwork of the house, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to help. The dust just the dust just accumulates no matter what you try to do. So anyways, before I talk too much here, I'm going to go in my shed here, if I can get it open. Hold on, bear with me here. Got a stiff latch. And we got the three-wheeler in here. I got my wood splitter, a couple spare tires for the truck, and my barbecue, which I got to break out. We don't do any barbecuing all winter long. Well, except for my Christmas special at Christmas time. I got to break that out pretty soon. So it's kind of hard to see, but I have some of my collection up here. This is mostly, well, this is all Tonka trucks basically. We got a forklift, some Jeeps, and then a Tonka pickup, and then go down, there's another Jeep down there, and a dump truck, and a loader at the end. This little dump truck here I found last week in the dump. Doesn't really say anything on it, like doesn't say Tonka or anything, so I just grabbed it out of the dumpster. Somebody threw it in the dumpster, but I rescued it, I guess. The video upstairs, when I go upstairs to show you my toys, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go through all the toys, and if I start talking, the video will be hours long. And then I'm going to go in my tractor shed here. I have another shelf. We got the Massey. It's having a break. And you go up here, we have some toys. Again, mostly Tonka toys. The camper trailer and the grader. The Buddy L dump truck that I found in the dump a few years ago. And then we go down here. We have the home hardware truck and a rusty crane. There's my dog, followed me into my shed here. What are you doing, pup? And then we go down, we have a track loader, Tonka, and a Tonka tractor, the loader, and then a few other Tonka stuff here, another loader, another dump truck. Kind of forget where I found some of these, in the dump maybe, or yard sales. And then we have this crazy looking robot. Found that in the dump one day. Not something I normally collect, but I thought it was kind of cool. And it's made in Japan. And the thing opens up and everything. I think it takes batteries. I didn't really look at it, but anyways, we'll go to the other shed, which is next door. I got another shelf of toys in there. Okay, bear with me. I'll see you at the other shed, guys. Okay, we'll go into the other shed here. We got the riding mower out the other night. The old Husky. Got it running, cut some grass. Still have to clean up the snowblower here and put it away. Haven't gotten around to doing that. Only had it out once this winter, but anyways, here's my other row of toys. Little dump truck. Again, I found that in the dump, I believe. And then the Jeep, and then the wrecker Jeep. The Tonka tractor with the wagon, and then the Tonka wrecker. And at the end there's the Tonka excavator. So that's what I have outside. And there's my dog. She's down there hunting. Hey pup, what are you doing? Ah, it's nice out. It's going to be a beautiful day. Close this up. And now we'll head upstairs to the toy room. And like I said before, I'm not going to say anything. I'll just do a quick video. Well, it won't be too quick. There's quite a few toys to look at, but I'll try to go over all the toys in the house there. Stand out of the wind again. And like I say, don't mind the dust on the toys. I will clean them up. Pick a rainy day. It takes about a half a day to clean them all up, and I want to move them around anyway. I like to change things up a little bit, but you never know actually where you're going to find toys. The flea market, the local yard sale, you find them sometimes, and you find them in the dump if you're lucky enough. People throw anything and everything away. It's a throwaway society, I guess, but I found some pretty cool things in the dump over the years. As you all know, if you watch some of my old videos, I found chainsaws and toys and all kinds of goodies. But the other day, or last week, I was in Value Village. I don't know if you guys have a Value Village where you guys are, but there's a big one in Kingston. Like, it's a huge store. It's like a used... They sell used clothing and used toys and used furniture and that kind of stuff. It's kind of like a charity thing, maybe. I'm not sure, but people donate stuff. I was in there anyways, and they had on the one wall, they had like a bunch of bags of toys, and like a clear bag wrapped up, and you get maybe 5 or 6 toys, and you know, they're all cheap plastic Hot Wheels and whatever, just like cheap toys, you know, for $3.99 a bag. So I started looking. What caught my eye was a double-decker British bus, the red, you know, the famous red buses, the double-deckers over in London. That's what caught my eye, and I started looking at some of these bags, and there was just to make a long story short again, there was the double-decker British bus, Matchbox, made by Matchbox, and then there was a double-decker New York touring bus made by Matchbox. And then another bag, I found a Matchbox combine, like an old combine, a Claus combine, Claus, I'm not sure how you say that, but, there was a BP tow truck, and there was a Lincoln Continental Matchbox car, and what else was there? There was a Army Jeep. These are all Matchbox, old from the 60s, maybe even like the early 70s. And they're in these bags of cheap plastic toys. I thought, well, I started looking through all these. And anyways, I ended up buying 3 bags to get these toys, $3.99. And I'll show you, I'll post a picture in my video here of what I found there for, it ended up costing me 12 bucks. There's probably $75 to $100 worth of toys in these bags. So I mean, they didn't know, they just throw them all together. But I thought that was you never know, like, you're in there, if you're ever in the Value Village, you know, look around and look at the toys and that. But I thought that was pretty cool finding these. But I guess I knew, like, the common person that didn't collect toys, he wouldn't really care or would be looking. So I don't know if you guys have time for a story. I sound like Gator. I don't know if any of you folks watch Gator, but he's a good guy. He lives in near Ottawa. He's got a good channel there. He's getting ready to head up to the camp up in Quebec there. So I hope he's supposed to get away this week, I think he said. Go up to the camp. He's been waiting all winter to go up there, but he's a good guy. He's always got great stories, so I'm going to use one of his lines there and see if you have time for a story. It's about a toy. It's a toy story, and it's I guess it's kind of like a lesson to learn. Never pass up an opportunity to do something or buy something, because you're going to miss it, you're going to regret it. So I'm going to go back about 30 years. I guess when I first started collecting toys, it's about 30 years ago, I guess, or more. Back then I was mostly just, well, I was just collecting farm toys, farm toy tractors and farm toys. I wasn't into collecting Hot Wheels or trucks or anything like that, Tonka trucks. So to make a long story short, our neighbor growing up on the farm, our neighbor was moving, so he was having an auction sale. And the auction was on a Saturday, and I stopped in there on a Friday night to, he had everything laid all out in the lawn or in the yard on tables, and he had furniture and lawn mowers and all that kind of stuff. And so I stopped by to see what he had, and I noticed he had a Buddy L fire truck. It was like a big rig fire truck, like you could take the back off, I guess, and the thing was mint, like old, and it had all the ladders on it. It was like a ladder truck, I guess you'd call it, a fire truck. And I was looking at it, and I thought it was kind of neat, but like I said, at that time I wasn't really interested in trucks and stuff like that. I was more into the tractors, and I started talking to him, and he said, well, I'm not really supposed to sell anything before the auction, but he goes, if you want to give me $30. And this was a big, it was like a big, you know, it was like 2 feet long and like a big, and of course I didn't really have any interest in it, and it was kind of neat, but I didn't really have room for it actually. But I said, oh, that's all right, we'll sell it at the auction and whatever. And so the next day I didn't go to the auction. I think I was working or something, but found out later that the fire truck, they sold it for $300. Went for $300. You can have it for $30. Like, no, that's okay. $300 it went for. So that's my story. So I learned my lesson after that. So if you see something and it's a good deal, especially in the toy world, it's getting harder and harder to find toys now. I mean, you can go to the local flea market and they have toys there, but they're not cheap, some of them, and I could have got some really good deals over the years on toys. Like people didn't know the value of them, like they were giving them away almost. But anyways, that's my story, and so I hope you enjoy my video today. It's a little different. I'm hoping to actually, the warm weather's coming. It's not really a good time to be cutting wood when it's getting warm. It's supposed to be like in the mid 20s next week, maybe even reaching 30 Celsius next week here. Kind of went from winter to summer. We kind of skipped over the spring, I guess. But I got some more wood to cut actually. I'm working on my fence down there. I got to make a video of that, and I'm almost done the fence. I got about 4 more sections to make or so. I got to gather up about 20 more good rails to finish it. Thought I had enough, but I didn't. The rails I have left are kind of crooked, so they weren't very straight. So anyways, I'm working on that, but I got about 8 or 9 dead elms to cut sometime in the next little while. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video, and stay tuned, and yeah, we'll get some more stories and some more wood cutting things going on here, and show you a few things I got in some added to my antique tool collection over there. We'll check out the wall again, and maybe we'll do another tour of that. My antique my wall of tools, I mean. And anyways, take care and stay tuned, guys.